My dad and I were having a conversation when I had arrived here. I was looking at the Burj. I was right underneath it. Beautiful view, of course. And I was talking about the fact that this city feels like I am at the bottom. I am just starting out. I mean, relatively I am. But in a way, when I'm in Minnesota, where I'm from, I feel like I'm not surrounded by the right people. Like I'm not getting the right things done for the right reasons. Here, I feel like the goals don't stop. I feel like the people don't stop. The opportunities don't stop. It's all endless. Unforgiving. There's so much money, so much opportunity. And I was saying to my dad that I sort of feel like this is the top. This is one of the best cities that you can be in for business, for entrepreneurship, for making money, for having all the opportunities. I was saying I feel like I'm on the bottom. I feel like I'm just starting out like a little kid again, and I love it. And he said, his response was, that's interesting, that's awesome, proud and happy. But he said he personally appreciates, prioritizes being somewhere where he can be closer to or among the top, somewhere where he's higher up than other people. Look at this building, it's beautiful. I'm covering it up. He wants to be closer to the top of the city that he's in, the place where he calls home. His birthday is the 24th of September. And a coincidence that I noticed, so when we went, I've been looking everywhere, always, constantly. When we walked into our Airbnb, it's a beautiful apartment building, extremely tall building. We walked up to our elevators, and I noticed that the elevators only went up to the number 28. Okay, I was like, would have been kind of cool if they went up to 29. If I saw my number and that was at the top, I would have thought that was really cool. And I thought about that for a while, a few days. I was like, there's only 3 elevators. This building is really tall. It's kind of interesting that there's only 28 floors. I feel like there should be more. And when I walked in yesterday, it's been a while since we've been here. When I walked in yesterday, I looked to the left and there are 3 more elevators that start at the number 29 and go all the way up to 52. There are 52 floors in this building, but the bottom of the top elevator access to get to those higher floors, the very bottom one was 29. How coincidental, right? That I had that conversation with my dad where he mentioned he wanted to be among the top 24 to 28 on those elevators. And I said, I feel like I'm on the bottom. I feel like I'm number 1. I'm the first floor. I'm just starting out in my, evolution of the world when I'm here. And that the elevators start to get to the top. They start at 29. I couldn't help but think that was the coolest coincidence, most ironic thing that I've probably experienced the entire time that I've been here. And that's where I want to be. I want to be on 52. I want to be surrounded by people who are 49s and 51s, 52s. But I am 29, right? How cool. I just couldn't get over that for the last 48 hours or whenever I realized that there was another set of elevators that started at 29. I was mind blown.